Long ago, in ancient Japan, there lived a simple stonecutter. A humble man he was, who worked with hammer and chisel, cutting the stones that made the great palaces in his country. One day as he was working, he looked out and saw a king and all of his attendants passing by in a royal procession. He looked and thought to himself, "Oh, how I wish I were that king." Now the spirit of the mountain that hears all things listened to the stonecutter, and in a wisp of wind his prayer was answered. Indeed, he had become a king. Crowds gathered before him wherever he went. But as time passed, he saw the mighty sun withering the crops and parching the land. "The sun is more powerful than I," he thought. "Oh, I wish I were the sun itself." The spirit of the mountain, who hears all things, heard the wish of the man, and in a wisp of wind, his appeal was granted. He had now become the sun itself, casting his power down against a helpless earth. He parched the land dry. He made the people beg for mercy. But then a cloud passed over his face, shielding his light. "What's this? My power is of no use against this simple cloud. I want to be that cloud." The spirit of the mountain, in a wisp of wind, granted his wish. There he was, in the sky, a cloud. He caused great rains to fall, creating floods throughout the land. He reveled in his power. That is, until he bumped into the top of the mountain, and he was held fast against its craggy peak. "How can this be? This mountain holds me like a prisoner. Make me the mountain. I wish to be the mountain." And the spirit of the mountain granted his wish. In a wisp of wind, he became the mountain. And then that spirit departed, for he could do no more. At last, the stonecutter had become the greatest force in the world, stronger than the king, more powerful than the sun, mightier than the cloud. He stood above the lowly valley. That is, until he felt something at his feet. A humble stonecutter began chipping away at the stones in the bottom of the mountain. And deep inside, he trembled.